Thumbs down. They can't hear. They can't hear right. Can y'all hear? We hear your background, but you not. I don't know if you talking or not, bro. I'm finna. I'm gonna have. I'm finna re. I'm finna. Hey, bees, go. I'm finna remove them. Hold on. Hmm. I removed them. I'm gonna invite them to speak again. Yo, bees. I just added you. All you gotta do is I just added. I just kicked you out and re-invited you. It's getting spicy. Don't run now, bees. Do not run now. Oh man, this in here, bro. Yeah, bees. 2 seconds, man. Don't just shit. The question, the shit finna get spicy. You ain't getting off the hook that easy, bees. Nah, he ain't getting off the hook that easy at all. He finna answer all this shit. He finna answer all that shit, all this big bad wolf and him laughing and looking down on other battle rappers and acting like he this and that. He be doing all this shit behind the scenes. I'm finna ask all these questions and B's finna answer them. Oh, this nigga B's. Oh, this B's right here. Send me the link. My fault. I'm finna resend the link. I'm finna send you the link, B's. I just sent them. I just resent them the link. The link. So B's, you know how you should know how to you should know how this go now, B's. Let me know y'all pop up. I just sent it. Just went through. Shit was getting spicy. There you go.
Yo,
Now you're not running. You not get. You think I'm finna let you off the hook like that? Hell no. Come here, Beasley. Come here,
I'm back.
Beasley.
I'm back. I'm here, man. Yo, when I was
I bet.
there, but I don't know what happened. It dropped, and every time I would hit it, it would say link available, link unavailable. So I had to keep hitting it. Got back in.
I know where we left off. So I asked that y'all send him the 3,000 that he asked for.
No, I did not. It was like close to July 4th weekend. So I was explaining to him like, yo, bro, I don't have a contract ready for you. Like, so yeah, I can't just send out money like that. You know what I mean? So he made it.
Yeah.
He didn't really like
Okay.
say like what the severity of the situation was, if there was. You know what I mean? So I didn't know how to
Okay.
take what his request was, because it was more like, yo, just send it so that I know that it's real. And I just like,
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
3 months. 3 months. 3 months before Summer Madness and no contracts. Remember that. Cool. All right. So bet. So y'all ain't send it. What happened? What happened after it? Did y'all relate? Did he still show love? Like what happened?
Well, after that, he let me know what his next battle was going to be, and he let me know that the contract that he had for that battle would prevent him from doing the battle with Swamp. So he chose to do
Yeah.
the battle instead, which I said was cool. I didn't even get angry about it. I was like,
Hmm.
couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? I said we could just do it in the fall, and then it turned into, oh, you're gonna have to pay more money now because it's gonna be bigger and blah.
Hmm.
All these types of things, and just
Hmm.
I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really, I didn't trip. I didn't down the battle. I didn't out his battle. I didn't, I let
Yeah.
Swamp know I was always communicating with him the whole time, because I got a great deal of
Hmm.
respect for him. So, I was letting him
Yeah.
happening the entire time, because oftentimes what he would do is he would go online and he would say things to Swamp, or try to like back Swamp into a corner online in front of the world, when he
Hmm.
knows that we were all having a conversation collectively behind the scenes about doing the match. You know what I mean? So
Internet game.
try to put him into like a
Hmm.
situation with questions and things that he couldn't answer. So it was just making the whole situation that much more confusing. But however,
Okay.
he chose to move on to something else. And I know a lot of times people say, like, what's the well, put Swamp with somebody else. You know what I mean? And he's saying, oh,
Hmm.
you can't be on the event if it's not me. But it's like, okay, if there's a crowd, right, and they're zoned in on one specific matchup, and you've been promoting the matchup for
Yeah.
straight, and then one of the guys
Yeah.
falls out, you could put Swamp on the card with somebody else, and it will be a great battle. But it's not the battle that the people
Yeah.
want to see. So,
Wanted at the time. Timing is
like,
everything.
right, the excitement for the battle
Yeah.
wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
So it was never a
Yeah.
thing where we don't believe in Swamp, or Swamp can't be on the card without a Verb. He'd been on plenty of cards, and it was already, doing events in New York and Irving Plaza. He was already on Gnome against Tay Rock. So Swamp had
Hmm.
already been proven, as and battle tested as somebody that, we respected him and believed in already.
Okay. Cool. So did y'all where do y'all fall out at? Because it don't seem like y'all owe him. Because he said y'all was owe him money or something, right?
Well,
Am I not mistaken?
I, it, he said so many things, right? But I
Hmm.
truly believe that it was a combination of, I guess not sending the advance that he requested, but he wasn't very direct and forward with, what he needed. So I didn't send.
Yeah.
Plus, it was July 4th week, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I can't, like, even if I got
He just
something."
wanted y'all to send him 3,000 because he
Right,
asked for just for 3,000 three
right.
months in advance with no
That's how,
contract. Just send me 3,000.
yeah, I can't do that. Like, I don't even know why you're talking to me that way.
So that's why. So that's why he started bad mouthing. That's why he going on a anti
Well,
UR
nah,
fuck URL.
let me try to put the pieces of the puzzle together for you as I see them.
All right.
So after that happened or whatever, he went on. He started to discuss. I guess he started to promote the other battle that he had, and there was
Hmm.
actually no real falling out. It was just more like slick talk through text, like, aha, look at this, look at that. Oh, the other rappers are saying things about you, and I don't. I'm from saying, just, now I got to take another battle. The money,
Typical Verb shit.
typical shit like that. And I'm like, yo, Verb, that shit is small potatoes to me, my man. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll do the battle some other time. Don't worry about it. That was more so my attitude towards the situation. But I think it was a combination of that, because he actually knows that that's what he wanted to happen. He wanted it to be on URL, which is a big, it would have been a
Mhm.
big battle for him. But I think
Mhm.
what also took place, what people don't understand, is that Verb has always wanted to be somebody who presented new talent to URL. That was something that he just wanted to do, which and it's hard for me to say this, but which I respect, right? Which I like. I like the fact that he
You
wanted,
said what you said? Like he wanted to work for y'all? What that
yeah,
mean?
like he wanted to bring talent to URL. He said this numerous times. Like, behind the scenes, he was asking to, like, actually work here. He wanted to work at URL to be like a talent scout. He wanted to be able to bring new guys.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
He
whoa,
wanted to
whoa, whoa,
bring
whoa,
new
whoa.
talent and have them work here at URL. So what he was saying to us was he wanted to do that, and he also wanted to be a liaison between us and artists. So he's like, "Yo, hire me, and I could go talk to the artists, and I can get them to go on stage for you cheaper because they respect me. And I'm gonna just tell them this, and if they don't, cooperate with what it is, then they just won't work." So he wanted to have, like, this position of power where he could bring new talent in, and then he could also be the one who would, like, go to talent and try to get them to battle for lower prices. That's what
That
that,
one, that one,
that's what
that
he
one, that
proposed.
one be
That's what he
that wouldn't
proposed.
be a good look for y'all though,
Well, I
because
didn't want to do that.
y'all
I wanted well, Hal, I didn't want to do anything like that, because I don't think that one that an artist should have access
power
to
over
what
other battle rappers.
to other battlers, and they shouldn't know anyone else's business, especially
Hmm.
somebody like him who frequently talks about people's business all the time and puts it out in the,
Time
like, I
in the
would never
world.
jeopardize the other artists who are on the roster. I would never jeopardize their information or put them in a position where somebody could know their business and go and spew it on the internet. So it just wasn't happening. If you look around that time, he had stuff out where he was like, "I'm about to work at URL, y'all in trouble." He made posts
So
like there's posts that are going.
somebody send me that. Somebody DM me a picture. Somebody send me the to one of those blogs. Somebody send me something for me. I ain't never heard he tried to back. I ain't know he tried to work for y'all because he
Right.
said y'all was disgusting people.
He,
Yeah.
he wanted to do what P's job was. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of
Oh, that makes sense.
like if you
That's why he hate P so much.
right, like if you look back, right, even in if you go back, to go back to Black Star Video days, you know what I'm saying? Go
Hmm.
back around that time. Remember when we first had we were doing the proving grounds, we had some new guys, and then he came and he said he made the challenge, I'm gonna bring three guys up from St. Louis to battle. You know what I'm saying? And he
Uh-huh.
met up at Black Star and he brought three guys from St. Louis and they battled some of the new guys from the proving grounds, which I appreciated.
Hmm.
Which was, you know what I'm saying, despite again who he's become,
Hmm.
I appreciated that because he actually did try to bring some talent through, and he did take some initiative to try to, to bring some people in. However, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as a point to show that this is something that he always wanted to do. And then as time
Hmm.
progressed and his character changed, it was something that I could never permit because he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to control himself, and he does this the way that he talks to people, the character that he's become. That would never work because at the end of the day, we're all men. It doesn't matter how much
Yeah.
money you make or other talent makes. The bottom line is everybody wants to be respected, and he doesn't demonstrate respect. So
Yeah.
putting him in a position like that would be detrimental to what we have going on. So I told him, like, we didn't hire him for that. So that after a while, I think like that is what drove him crazy because he went and put it out that he was going to be hired there, and then when it didn't happen,
And then,
it made
yeah.
embarrassed him. So I think it was a combination of that, and I just also think that Verb is the type of person where if he sees an opportunity, he doesn't have
Hmm.
like again I said, he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to like calm down and balance two situations. Like there's guys that
Hmm.
are cool with URL that are cool with other leagues or other league owners or that go to their events, hang out with them, even with people that I may not necessarily get along with, but I don't have
Yeah.
issue with them. They're just direct. They're men. Listen, that guy's my friend. This MC that doesn't battle on URL any longer, he's still in my battle group. We're still friends. I'm not holding that against the person, and he doesn't have to turn on us for an opportunity. So I think once
Bees, how do I put this picture on a big screen? Dude, hey, somebody, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but somebody, hey boss, how do I put something on it? Ain't it a screen you can put on here or something to show a picture? I know you don't know, Bees. It took you an hour to
shut
I
up,
don't hold on. Before you finish, they found let me just add hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, they one second, B. I gotta learn how to let me just invite the boss, where you at? I'm sorry, I do not know how to work this shit, bro. Hold on, sorry. I need somebody here that's going, where the boss at? That they're gonna help me. Somebody, oh shit. All right, keep going, B. I'm finna try to put this picture on the big screen. Keep
right?
going though.
So like, I forgot where we at. What was the last point that I was making? I
You
was
saying that he
I
was he,
was
he was
I
yelling, he
couldn't
was
put him
dissing P because he wanted to work.
right. I couldn't put him in a position like that. Like I would never put like t- like like talent to know anyone's business. Like I don't discuss people's business, and people will tell you, man, like I don't
Hmm.
things that I've done, or people have done things for me. You know what I'm saying, in terms of like maybe giving me discounts on battles or times where we didn't have big budgets. People came and worked for me, and in turn, if people run into a jam or emergency, they've called me, and if I'm able to do something for them, I do it. But you never hear about it. It never comes out because
Yeah,
we that's just how we move, and it's just it's
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, but just someone like him who's so erratic and just jumps off the handle, you just never know what you're going to get. So I just couldn't put him into that type of a situation where he had that level of power, especially, within the company. So I think it was a combination of that. And then also, like, whenever I feel like once he gets an opportunity, he feels like he has to just jump to one side and start attacking. There was never a reason to attack URL. I never put out that the reason why the swamp battle didn't happen was because he wanted an advance. I never said that. I never put that
So
in.
that sound like that's what it was though. It sounded like
Right.
he got mad at y'all because y'all didn't hire him and y'all didn't send him $3,000.
Correct. That was a driving factor. I never put that information out. I never blamed him. I just remained silent. And then he just, after he did that, so I'm like, okay, well, you're happy with your decision. You should be happy. But that wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
His next goal to to down Summer Madness, and then next thing you know, it's like 25 blogs every single day. He's saying something about me. He's saying something about other people. He's gossiping. He's
Over $3,000.
yeah.
Over $3,000
I
advance.
don't know. I don't know what the motivation was. You know what I mean? And
I'm
listen, and listen, and to be clear, right? Like, I'm not I'm not putting out, or like, the information. Like, he went and put out screenshots where he put up
yeah,
portions of the
screenshot.
conversation. You know what I mean? He's playing audio recordings. Like, I don't know, like, where this comes from. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy that I met from St. Louis years ago, when I first met you, him, Ill, Remy,
Mm-hmm.
y'all were some solid guys. This doesn't seem to be the
That
behavior of somebody
the
who,
police, the recording convos, the
yeah, like,
screenshots, and all that stuff,
yeah,
bro.
like, these guys recorded. It's like recording conversations, and then you're blocking out the other voice. Da 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 da. And then, you're playing
For,
P part, then you turn it up to da
oh,
da da da. I'm like, yo, who doctored this up? Like, what is this?
oh, oh,
You know what I'm saying?
all over. All this, hey, I'm gonna be. I know you got to be politically correct, but he got mad at y'all because y'all didn't send him $3,000 and y'all didn't hire him. Cause I just see this right here. It say, "I'm in power." A Verb announced he is on URL staff. So was he ever on URL staff, Beasley?
No, he was never URL staff. He was talking and acting for the position, and he was vying for a position. He'd spoken to me, he had spoken to Chico, and he had proposed the things that he said that he wanted to do, but we never hired him because of the way that he conducts himself.
So let me get this straight. He lied about saying that you said that I put it on my flag. If he dropped a Verb battle before mine, it's a problem. That was a lie. He lied about not telling Gerald all the hateful things he was telling to not try to get me in the Mook battle to happen. That was a lie. And his last lie is he said he worked for URL. He said I was a scammer because I tried to get $20,000 with no contract. He said it's unheard of. But he he asked you for a $3,000 advance 3 months before September with no contracts. The exact same thing last year.
Yeah, that's true.
And Beasley, you can't a corporation as big as y'all cannot send nobody no fucking cash out, bro. Like if you gonna tell the business, you gotta tell the business. You don't even have a bank. You ain't got a bank account. Like what you like? Like you ain't you. I'm sure you told them you weren't gonna send a cash out, right?
Exactly.
You can't send cash out. So
Right.
it's either you don't have a bank account. Why would you? You know why? You know what's crazy, bees? I wouldn't even have no problem with this if he didn't shit on other battle rappers all day. All he do is sit up here and act like he this higher power nigga that make all these numbers and do all this stuff. When URL, when you backstab URL, who been giving you your highest checks for 10 years, you backstabbed them because they didn't hire you and they didn't give you 3,000. I'm sure during the pandemic, you the reason he was eating, right? The
Correct.
caffeine
And I mean,
bill.
I mean,
Did y'all give him?
I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. Like, I don't know what was going on at that time. I'm not gonna make it sound like he does have a bank account. He does that I've sent money to. So I'm not. See, I'm not gonna lie like he does. Like, I'm not gonna.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, he does. I'm not
yeah.
saying that three again. I'm not saying that $3,000 was his deposit or whatever the case was, or the numbers that we were working with towards to pay him.
Hmm.
It was just what it was just the
Then
number.
what was it for then,
About
B? Then what was $3,000 for?
it.
Why he's asking you for three
I,
thousand dollars if you don't know what it's for, B?
I don't know. I don't know, but
Do
you know,
that make sense?
it's a
Do it make sense? Yes or no?
I, huh?
Do it make sense? Yes or no? That's all. Do it make sense?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
But
All right.
yes,
Okay. As long as we
and
on the same page. Okay.
I'll say this, like, regarding like what you said, like, again, when you have somebody who does that, it is kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
when you make fun of other, like you said, like, we get on here and you clown other guys, and you talk down to people, it's unnecessary. And that was one of the
Yeah.
main reasons why I wouldn't even consider hiring him for that position, because of stuff like
Yeah.
that.
He too.
It's
Yeah.
also
He too.
interest. It's like, you
Mm-hmm.
can't have, you know one talent or one artist knowing what other artists make or what their personal situations are. So it's not good for business.
Mm-hmm. So, but he said he wanted to fight you and all that because you owe him money, though, Bees. So it seemed like you hide something from me or
Oh,
somebody lying. He said y'all owe him money. He gonna fight you, and why is he this mad at you then, Bees? He made a space about you for a whole year every day. URL. Why is he this mad at y'all?
oh my God. I don't know. I'm not interested in fighting a Verb. I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a boxer. I do business. My role is not to argue and mudsling with talent. My role is to step to these corporations. Go talk to the BETs, get battle rap on the BET Awards, talk to the Sirius radios and Funk Flexes and Hot 97s, and facilitate opportunity for talent to go up. Link with, companies like Caffeine, link with big artists like Drake, and bring them to the
Mm-hmm.
culture, bring attention to what's happening. Those are the things
Mm-hmm.
that are my responsibility. This small meat, low level,
But
low
bees,
operational shit,
but bees,
like, that's
he
not.
he he said he said I'm a hothead, right? And say I be my attitude and did all this. But him as a 40-year-old man, 40-year-old plus man, made a space about a company every fucking day for a year, talking about he was gonna fight the league on it. He wanted to fight the league on it as a 40-year-old plus man, and y'all don't even owe him anything. Y'all don't even owe him no money. He mad at y'all.
This is what I find crazy, right? So let's clear the air, right? Like, let's go back. Let's look at the history of URL. Let's look at URL as a company, right? So we've
Mm-hmm.
dealt with hundreds of MCs, right? And at the end of the day, like, we're all family, right? For the most part, right?
Yeah.
We'll have ups, we'll have downs,
Mm-hmm.
times when I'm not getting along with certain MCs for a year or two, and then we bump into each other, we talk, and then you see them back on the platform again. These
Yeah.
things have happened, throughout the history of the company. But there's one thing that you never hear, and that's that URL owes me money. You never hear I rapped and didn't get paid. You never hear I signed
Yeah.
a contract and I didn't get the money that was in my contract. You never hear those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we have a stellar record for paying, our debts or our talent, or if we owe someone, we pay them. If somebody, signed a contract for a specific amount of money, that's the money they get, and they get it when we say that they get it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's talking about when he says that I own money and all this stuff. This guy flew around the country on a campaign talking about us. He flew out to New York, went to Math Hoffa's show, spent all this time and energy doing all these things, but never once tried to call me to tell me the money that I owed him. He never, and I'm not even saying like I'm inviting him to a fight. Like, if you think that I owe you money, you should
Yeah.
get your manager on the
Did
phone,
you go?
right?
Yeah,
Get
like
a
you
lawyer,
you can't. Y'all had a million events.
right?
Yeah, y'all had a million events. You had events in Atlanta. Y'all had everywhere. So if you owe him money, why not come? Okay, I got a question. If you owe me money, or you owe Aver money, who's coming to get their money? If you had to just pick, which
Well,
one of us are really sure to get our money, bees?
if I had to put my money on it, if at for some, I would never owe anybody any money. But if I ever did owe money, or you
Yeah.
believed that I owed you money, I can guarantee that you would show up and ask me what's up with the money. Whether whether
Okay.
whether I believe that
Whether
you
you owe me
whether
or not.
you believe
Yeah. But
whether we really owe you money or not, I believe that you would show up and get the money. But I that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a guy who proclaims to be from the mean, the mean streets of St. Louis, but he hasn't shown up anywhere. I'm at all the events.
yeah,
I
yeah,
advertise where I'm going to be. He doesn't come by and
yeah.
ask for the money. Like, if he could
But
come talk
he
to
just talking out space
about it.
every day.
And
He
I'm
just
not even
fast mouth.
saying right. And I'm not even saying like come to the event and we can do. I'm saying, listen,
Yeah,
if I owe you money, we have enough of a relationship where either you can call me, you can show up in
yeah,
person, say, hey, can we step to the side? Can we talk? Hey, look, let me show you this. I didn't get paid for
yeah.
this and that, and we could work out whatever needs to be handled, right? Or
Okay.
if it's beyond that point, right, and it has to be another type of a conversation, just come to where I'm at, right? And put me in
Hmm.
a position to where I have to defend myself, and I'll give you everything that you're seeking.
Yeah,
Is that simple? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I don't, I'm
I
not,
feel. I know you
I'm
politically
I'm
correct.
on,
I know.
I'm
I
a
know.
business, I'm a businessman. Like, I'm on
Yeah,
defense. Like, I don't get into, like, if you look at my track record, I'm in every city. I'm in the
yeah,
smallest events. I go to these wild Brooklyn events. I go to events in the
yeah,
hole in the wall. I walk around
yeah,
by myself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I don't have like some big, oversized security guards and dudes. I'm
Armed
around.
security that's gonna kill you on site. Armed
Yeah,
security and
I
none of that goofy.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
I don't portray that image. That's not who I am. Like, I don't put forth that energy, and I can walk around comfortably
But
because I don't owe anybody any money. And if you believe
but
that
the
I owe you
problem.
money, you should come and
Yeah,
me for the money. You should get your lawyer,
yeah.
and get your legal team together and handle it that way. If that's
But
not the way that you do it, if you don't have money for a lawyer and you think you want to talk to me about it, you should come and talk to me and we can sit down and go through the paperwork and figure it out. If it's beyond
but
that,
the internet
and
shit.
if it's beyond sitting down and talking to the paperwork and you want another type of conversation with me, as I said, put me in a position to where I have to defend myself and I'm going to give you
Yeah.
everything that you're seeking. I promise you.
Damn.
You handle the situation. You know.
Hey, but listen,
Mm.
it's just some guys rather just do the internet shit. See, I just want the people to know before I let you get out of here, and because I really appreciate you coming, just clearing the air on a few things. But uh, people got to start deciding whether they're gonna let the bull. They always say they mad at the culture, but they let the bullshit rock. Anytime Hitman come to a spaces back in the day, like prior to this, it was me putting gangster cars together, me giving low tier battle rappers opportunities, me trying to book battles that the culture want to see with myself. Like, I don't get in spaces and talk about the female battlers and who they fucking, who got STDs. I don't talk about league owners every day. I don't have a problem with, because from the looks of it, he can't battle on RBE no more. He's not gonna be on URL no more. He ran out another sponsor. He's the one that's bringing the cancer into the culture. You got younger people, not even younger people, but up and coming, well, not even up and coming, people like Geechee Gotti, like under a Verb, meaning like he came afterwards. But Geechee is putting money in battlers' pockets. You know what I'm saying? You got Easy. You got all these other people that came after you that's really doing stuff for battle rappers, and all you want to do is come online and badmouth battle rappers all day. You talk bad about the women. You talk bad about the league owners. You talk bad about the fans. You don't do nothing positive for battle rap except bring a fucking circus and all this blah 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 shit. And then when the niggas meet you halfway to what the same shit you talking about, you want to tuck your tail. You want to talk about armed security. You want to give excuse and after excuse. So what I'm saying is, I'm tired of the culture letting this dumb shit rock. Y'all
Right.
let a nigga talk 1,000 hours in spaces and ain't prove one thing. Like, I gotta stop that. We got a whole league on in here who just politically said the guy's bullshit, bro. I'ma say it for you, Beans. You
I
ain't said, but you.
yeah, I can't say that, but what I say is this, right? Like, over the years, like, I've seen a lot of people do things to help the culture. Like, a lot of talent try to build and give opportunity. You know what I mean? I like what Geechee's
Yeah,
doing with the right. I like what John has done with Bullpen. I like what you did with Bags and Bodies. Everybody is trying to find a way to improve and to build and to help the culture become bigger. Because ultimately,
uh-huh.
that's what's important, right? It's like there has to be growth and there has to be support from the culture and the fans in order for us to continue to do what we do. Because battle rap is, while
Yeah,
it does have a big impact, it still is a small community of people who keep it going, right? And you are
yeah, yeah,
URL is that force. You know what I'm saying? That does that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why,
yeah.
we all find new ways to fuel it, right? Like, people, you even linked with like a partner, like with Coastal Rain, to bring Bags and Bodies there because,
For
the
sure.
monetization is not really going down on YouTube like that. The algorithm's not necessarily there on YouTube in that way, right? So like we
Especially with the juice and all the apps that's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like try to follow that TV shows and shit that's going on. Juice now that's TV. They all started from scratch and going crazy.
like, and that's what, like, even with the app, right? Like, that's why we built it, so that when something like this happens on YouTube where monetization is lower and the ads are lower and we can't generate the same type of money, it allows us to add on to like shows that we have going on. Like, there were times where caffeine budgets weren't as robust as we had liked them to be, so we were able to take money from supporters from the app and put it towards battles that
Mhm.
people wanted to see. Like, even in a
Yeah.
situation when we're not with caffeine, we're still able to pull off something like Loaded Lux versus Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Due to the
Mhm.
app and the support that we get from it. So, it's, again,
Yeah.
I'll mention, man, like, when you have these parasites who bootleg what we have as a culture, we won't survive. We won't be able to do
Yeah.
big events like Hitman, Holla, and Murder Move if we don't have the support of the people who love what it is that we're all tuning into. And I'm just speaking in general. Whoever, if you like an event that's coming up, whether it's URL or not URL, support it, buy that
Mhm.
shit, because that's how we keep the culture going.
Yeah,
You
for
know.
sure. I agree. And we just want to say we appreciate it, man. Like I said, I know we
Oh,
had
yo,
our
yo,
ups
oh,
and
real quick,
downs.
real quick, real quick. I will be announcing Summer Madness Kings versus Queens date and the rest of the battles that are on there um, in the next few days. It will be taking place in September. I have an exclusive event for the app next Saturday, August the 3rd. We got a couple of battles. Look out for the trailer. It's free
Mhm.
for anybody that has the app. If you got the app, you could just look. You could just log on and you can see the battles for free. We'll be streaming them directly to the URL TV website. But if you're an app member, you can go on and you can see the battles for free. You know what I'm saying? And if not, just pay the $7.99 and come on and check the battles. $7.99. I'll be releasing the cards this week. We got some fire battles on there, and that'll be taking
What's
place
what's
next Saturday.
what's up with Hitman and when Hitman back on URL?
Well, me coming on this spaces should lower your price down. So we should be, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
we need to put some,
unlike
we need to
somebody,
put
I don't
something
get
together
paid for the
that's
spaces
masterful.
though.
You
Hey,
know.
unlike somebody, I don't get paid for the space. I let the bloggers eat. I let Butterfly, Chris Unbiased, Piper Boy, Battle Rap Child. I let all of them get they. Listen. That's how much I give back to the culture. I got my own channel, bees. I could have did this on my own channel, got 200,000 views, and got the money. I said, bring spaces on here, let the bloggers eat. This I always help the culture, even when you know what I'm saying. Like so, I did this for the culture, bro. I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate you,
Nah,
bees.
I
I'm
appreciate.
gonna holler at you.
Nah,
We got that. We got something in the works. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We get
yeah,
back to
nah, we're
that.
gonna we're gonna keep
Other,
working. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. We'll get it. We'll get it going. Hopefully, Hitman Holla will show us some sympathy. You know what I'm saying, and give us
I
a
got
price.
you. I got.
I won't have to auction my house or anything. You know what I'm saying, to
Well, fuck it. Well,
get
fuck
on
it, man.
stage.
Send me 3,000 right now, so I know it's real. Send me 3,000 right now, so I know it's real. All
Yeah.
right, bees. I call you, my dog.
All right, man. We'll talk soon. Everybody that was on listening, thank you. For lending the ear, and let's continue to move forward and prosper, and let's continue to make the culture great. Let's continue to support it. Because we're all we got.
No
I'll
doubt, man. I'll see you soon.
talk with you soon. One.